It's Madden NFL 24. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Pats and the Giants, next on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ty Montgomery. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after one. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Jihad Ward in on the tackle. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down at 5. Operating from the gun. Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he will reach for going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. On 2nd and goal, Jones got his tight end. That's complete. It's Brown. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Elliott is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Barkley, inside handoff. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive
under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half. Touchdown, Giants! Paris Campbell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but Some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So at halftime, it's halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Jones on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. A gain of 3, second down, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 44, Jones.
At the 44-yard line.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just...
Touchdown! Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots have opened the lead up to 30. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Giants 7. Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating it?
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And now out come the Giants. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Jones now throwing on first down to Shepard, complete over the middle.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, he's got room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Jones on 3rd down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England trying to get to place on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 6 yards away. And the Pats add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Let's go.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. A 40-yard punt, no return. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. From the 24, Jones. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Jones throwing on 4th down, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juwan Bentley. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 3rd down and 13. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's Jamie Gillen now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with Elliott. Down the right sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, 248 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. And now they're in the hurry-up.
The 21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll roll him out right. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Pats, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0.